Tinalakay na ng Korte Suprema ang mga petisyon na kumukwestiyon sa legalidad ng unprogrammed appropriations sa 2024, 2025 at 2026 national budget. Bagamat gawain rin naman daw ng ibang administrasyon ang paglalagay ng unprogrammed appropriations, sabi ng isang dating budget secretary, lubhang napakalaki raw ng mga unprogrammed appropriations sa nakalipas na 3 taon. Ang gate ng Solicitor General, hindi ito unconstitutional. Nakatutok si Sandra Aguinaldo.
Sa oral arguments na isinagawa ng Korte Suprema ngayong araw, ilang issue ang nais masagot. Labag ba sa saligang batas ang unprogrammed appropriations sa national budget ng 2024, 2025 at 2026? Nagmalabis ba sa kapangyarihan ng Kongreso at ang Malacanang kaugnay sa unprogrammed fund? Illegal ba ang paglobo ng Special Road Fund ng Department of Public Works and Highways? Ilan ito sa tinukoy ng 4 na consolidated case na magkakahiwalay na isinampa na kumukwestiyon sa unprogrammed appropriations sa national budget. 4 na amicus curiae o friends of the court ang humarap sa mga maestrado. Ayon kay former Finance at Budget Secretary Benjamin Jokno, 1987 pa may unprogrammed appropriations o standby fund sa national budget pero sa ilalim ng kasalukuyang administrasyon, lumobo ang halaga nito.
From 2005 to 2026, Congress approved unprogrammed appropriations exceeding those proposed by the President only 5 times. In 2010, under President Arroyo, in 2022, under President Duterte, and from 2023 to 2025, under President Marcos Jr. The increases over the last 3 years, however, have been particularly large.
Ganito rin ang obserbasyon ni dating NEDA Director General Solita Monsod. Sabay-sabing ang unprogrammed appropriations, isa sa nagiging bagong anyo ng pork barrel.
The new pork barrel system versus the PDAF, well, the new pork barrel system obviously is obscenely larger in scale. The unprogrammed appropriations was chosen as the place to hide the lump sum appropriations. In 2022, they started growing, and if you'll see that high point there, that's where unprogrammed appropriations started. Wow. They went up to 800 billion pesos, which is more than the budget department appropriations.
Sabi naman ni former Senate President Franklin Drilon, hindi unconstitutional ang unprogrammed appropriations pero dapat mapupondohan lamang ito kung merong sobrang revenue ang gobyerno. Kung hindi,
it also loses its character as a special appropriation and instead operates as a disguised general appropriations that may serve to expand the footprint of the original budget submitted by the President. In this perfect storm, Your Honors, the violation is not found in the text of the law, but in the arithmetic of its execution.
si Solicitor General Darlene Berberabe ang kumatawan sa Malacanang at sa Kongreso. Sabi niya mahalaga ang unprogrammed appropriations at hindi ito unconstitutional.
Unprogrammed appropriations give the government fiscal flexibility. They ensure that a windfall does not go undeployed while public needs go unmet. More importantly, the constitutionality of unprogrammed appropriations has already been ruled upon by the Honorable Court.
Nagpaalala din si Berberabe sa separation of powers ng magkakapantay na sangay ng gobyerno sa gitna ng judicial review na hinihiling ng petitioners sa Supreme Court.
Respect for the separation of powers demands the utmost wisdom of this Honorable Court. The invalidation of an entire legislative mechanism should not be done unless the petitioners have shown a clear and irreconcilable conflict with the Constitution.
Ipagpapatuloy ang oral arguments sa April 21. Sandra Aguinaldo, Nakatutok, 24 Oras.